this video, we're going to look at a select list of dethroned Rwodi of Acholi. Let's start by having some kind of overview. In the course of consolidating the authority of Acholi land, the British colonial administration systematically dismantled traditional power. These power structures were so important in Acholi, and they dismantled the ones that resisted them or were perceived to be incompatible with their rule. Central to this strategy was the dethronement of hereditary Rwodi, that is chiefs, who loyalty or compliance was in question. In their place, the colonial government installed Rwodi Kalam, which we are going to look in another video. Chiefs appointed at the stroke of a pen, often lacking traditional legitimacy but deemed more amenable to colonial objectives. The British were stringent in their expectations and swift to act against any Rwodi who transgressed colonial law or failed to meet administrative expectations. What we are going to look at is a select, though not exhaustive, list of dethroned Rwodi and some of the Rwodi Kalam who replaced them. The dethroned Rwodi, but we're going to look at Rwodi Kalam in another video. So Rwot about the Kanyamoy of Apire, who was arrested in 1912 on allegedly fabricated firearms charges, convicted and imprisoned at Acholi, Kampala. He was subsequently dethroned. His sons Yona Odida and Elia Alike were appointed to resign over a divided Apire in 1914. Odida over West Apire and Alike over East Apire. Rwot Tinkra of Lamuri, who surrendered at Gurguru Caves at the conclusion of the Lamuri Rebellion in March 1912. He was arrested, dethroned, and imprisoned in Kampala. His younger brother, Otawa Lamuri, succeeded him. Rwot Otawa Yaya of Lamuri from 1912 to 1919. He was arrested and jailed for allegedly misappropriating tax funds to finance a trip with the consecration of Namirembe Cathedral in 1919. Rwot of Atiak from 1885 to 1923. He reigned for 38 years, facing persecution for the murder of his wife. He chose to take his own life, preferring suicide over the ignominy of colonial execution, but he was framed. Rwot of Atiak from 1923 to 1928, imposed by the British despite local preference for Chamchon and Puanya, found incompetent and dishonest, notably for misappropriating a bull intended as enlobment fine known in Acholi's law, and removed by the district commissioner Bwana Samson in 1928. Rwot Achero Rwot II Mandela of Atiak from 2003 to 2005. He was enthroned while still in Senior 2 in 2003. But he was dethroned by the Atiak Council of Elders for improper conduct and replaced by Rwot Santo Apire in 2011. Rwot Andre Lagara of Pateo, he was removed for unauthorized diversion of funds to attend the Namirembe Cathedral consecration in 1919. Rwot Chira Lakonya of Pateo, convicted of involvement in a murder and dethroned in 1938. Rwot now of Alero participated in the Lamuri Rebellion of 1912, and he was arrested, imprisoned in Kampala, and he was dethroned. Rwot Lakidi Ngademoy of Paimoy, who led resistance in the Paimol Rebellion of 1918, triggered by the imposition of Rwot of Amir, captured and hanged at Iltop in Kitgum. Rwot Ariu of Parumu was also executed at Iltop, Kitgum in 1918 for his role in the Paimol Rebellion. We must remember that Rwot Okiri of Umia Pachua was dethroned and imprisoned in 1916 for alleged, though most of these things are proven, involvement in deaths in Rome. Rwot Chawulu Lagon of Padibe, he was publicly hanged at Gangming Kitgum in 1922 following the killing of a government soldier. Rwot Lagon Pormoy of Koch, he was removed in 1923 and replaced by Prince Acoli of Bobi Pora, who was installed as Rwot Kalam because he was loyal to them. Rwot Wal Lamain of Pora, he was arrested and removed by JRP Pestilent Buana Gueno for involvement in the 1914 assassination of Atiak Lengmoy, died in Masindi prison in 1917. Rwot of Palaro was removed for age-related incapability and incompetence. Rwot Ajum of Alero of 1913 to 1918, he was dethroned for defying a colonial hunting ban along the river Ashwa. Rwot Lei of Powell from 1914 to 1916 was voluntarily abducted when Powell was merged under Atiak by colonial order. Imagine this, Powell was merged under Atiak. Rwot King of Paibona was deposed in 1914. Paibona was merged under Paicho and passed over in Buran following the death of Rwot Chonya Agara. His son Prince Uluoj Muto was denied enthronement by the Council of Elders for perceived disobedience, selfishness, and lack of people's skills. The council instead selected Ogwao Kok, a relative from Parumu, as Rwot. The way I can see all this is the British colonial dismantling of hereditary lordships in Acholi represents a profound chapter in the disruption of Acholi political and cultural continuity and civilization. Through strategic dethronements and appointments, the colonial administration reshaped the leadership landscape up to the detriment of traditional legitimacy and local cohesion. These actions not only altered power dynamics but also showed long-lasting divisions and transformations within Acholi society that gave birth to the disunity or most disunity that the Acholi people have today. Thank you.